Hello and welcome to this little Herpa Wings news update. We have two stories today that are quite interesting. And now a few months back we actually talked about in one of our news videos that Herpa had cancelled the Boeing Dreamlifter model and thereby also cancelled all pre-orders, but that they wanted to make a new mold for the aircraft model and then basically make a new release of it, of course at a higher price. But the interesting part there was also that they did mention that they wanted to try to do some improvements to the mold, but they didn't really specify what that would be. Now, however, there seems to be a little bit more information about that in the latest issue of the Wings World magazine, the magazine of Herpa Wings themselves, where it was written that apparently the model might end up being a little bit interactive. At least it was hinted upon that the rear of the aircraft might be able to be opened. So if that is the case, that would be quite cool and definitely something that Herpa might be able and should perhaps be extending to other aircraft models as well. Some form of interactive features to some at least larger cargo planes would definitely be very nice. The second story we want to talk about today is, well, the 0304 batch from Herpa Wings. And you might say, rightly so, well, but that's in the past now. I mean, we are already in May, so 05, 06. True, but with the 0304 batch, Herpa of course introduced their new way of announcing models. You know, in the past Herpa always told their customers about 4 to 6 months in advance what aircraft models they were working on, which kind of led to the fact that pretty much all models they announced were delayed. So in an effort to fix that issue, they changed their way of announcing models and basically went with the industry standard of announcing models 1, maximum 2 months in advance, and basically only announcing the models that they were sure that they would actually be able to deliver. And I mean, the initiative itself, I think, is a good thing, but the 0304 batch is the first batch where they used this new announcement method. So has it worked? Alright, so let's take a look at what Herpa actually managed to release in their batch. For that we can take a look at their leaflets, and if you don't know how to find them, well, I'm not surprised because most people don't, but if you go to their website herpa.de and then go under the news section, you have a subsection called downloads, and there you have then the German word Neuheitenprospekte, which is basically the leaflets. Why they still haven't got a English speaking website is beyond me, but this is where you find all these announcement letters from Herpa Wings. I think they go back 2 years and then they disappear for whatever reason, but here you can find the recently announced models from Herpa Wings. And we also have here the 0304 batch from Herpa Wings. So let's see what they announced and what they managed to actually release. Now in total they had announced 14 aircraft models and 2 pieces of GSE, so 16 items in total, and let's see what they had on the first page. So they did release the Air France. They did also release the 2 Mad Dogs, and pretty much at the end of the period, so pretty much at the end of April, they did also manage to get out the TriStar. But we never saw the Air Macau A320 and the 2-8s from Austrian. They were also not released in time. So not a very good start, to be honest. But let's see what the second page had in store for us. And also here we see some discrepancies from what Herpa has announced and what they actually managed to deliver. So the Fiji was announced and delivered. The same goes for the Kuwait and the Lufthansa Cargo, which we also have reviewed. So if you want to check that out, it is available on our channel. However, we did not see the Etihad Choose China, and we did not see the the Royal Thai Air Force. We did also not see the Lufthansa 787-9. However, that might not entirely be Herpa's fault, given that Lufthansa did not receive this aircraft type yet, and I do believe the policy of Lufthansa when it comes to aircraft models is that they don't like to release these models before they actually have received the actual aircraft. So this might not entirely be up to Herpa's making. However, they did announce the aircraft model and they did not deliver it. And then on this, the final page for scale 500, which is what we will look at here today, we of course have the two items, the GSE items. We did also review the Jet Blast fences, so also here, if you are interested, you can check that out. And then of course they had the catastrophic C5M, which was delivered with the wrong engines. So where does that leave us? Well, Herpa had, as I said, announced 16 items. 14 aircraft models, 2 pieces of GSE, and 6 aircraft models have not been delivered in time, which is, frankly speaking, quite disappointing. Look, it's the first batch in their new announcement method, and I'm willing to give Herpa the benefit of the doubt and say they just need to adjust a little bit before they can actually implement it in the right way so that we as a customer won't experience these delays anymore. But 6 items out of 16, that's not a good ratio. But what do you think? Do you think the new announcement method from Herpa will minimize delays? Or do you think, as we see with the first batch that used this announcement method, that things pretty much stay the same? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, so that's all we have for today. As always, if you like these types of videos, then do feel free to leave a like. That would be very much appreciated. And of course, if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. With that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.